welcome to Harmony in the Home. And today I have a really interesting topic. I had a great conversation with a woman, and she is looking for a mate. She wants to get married. And that when I asked her what kind of a man you want, she said he has to be wealthy. He must be wealthy. She's a model, beautiful, absolutely stunning. And in the world of rich and wealth. And so she likes that, right? And so she met this man because we had this conversation about a month ago. And recently she met this man, and he is a billionaire. And he started to, you know, take her out, invite her to his place, go take her to restaurants, and um, do different things with her. They speak every day. And suddenly she is, because she doesn't come from wealth, she is now has a little bit of like, oh, well, how do I be with that? Like he's a billionaire and I'm like a nobody or something. Ha, so, and but she's so confident, compassionate, beautiful, kind, funny, and suddenly she's doubting herself to be with this man just because he has more money. And it was so interesting to observe her because just if you speak to her at any time, you will see how confident she is. She's very direct. She knows exactly what she wants. She speaks very eloquent. She looks great. And then suddenly to hear her say these things, and I said, just because he has money doesn't change anything. It has nothing to do anything about anything. Yes, he has money. And so we had such an amazing conversation about, mm, you know, the Queen, right? And the in London, right? And how there's a prince, right? And if you marry into wealth or these institutions, that there's a woman and she's supposed to behave a certain way. And we talked about that, and it was just very interesting. And I said, when you get to that point, and if he proposes and you get married, then you could, and he says, okay, to marry into my wealth, this is what you have to be. Then you can come and say, okay, I want this or I don't want this. But right now, I said, you could be however you are, because however you are is perfect. And that's what actually he likes, is that
Yeah,
you don't care about the money, and you just as playful and a little bit sarcastic, and they play these games which are really cool. And It was interesting. Yeah, I'm curious what you ladies see about that. Like, any feedback or comments? Like, what would you say? Or yeah.
I'd say snap out of it.
Yeah. I know, that's what I said.
Mhm. Interesting. It's definitely coming from somewhere, many years ago, someone made a comment, right? That's coming up uh right now, that maybe because he has more money, there's something about it. Um, just because I went through the same thing for a little while, but when I was growing up, actually, one of the things I always heard was, oh, because my dad was wealthy, people would say, oh, you're this way. Oh, these are your friends only because of your dad's money. Oh, these people, they don't actually like you. They just
Ouch.
hanging out with you. And it kind of gets stuck like, okay, well, people are only hanging out with me because my dad has money. And then when you don't have the money, it's like, wait, now what? And um, then you start seeing the world in a different way, and you realize it's not about the money. Money is just one indicator out of many, 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 out of 12, actually, from How to Talk to Men book. There are
Mhm.
12 languages. Money is just one language. So for her to see what is the actual language that that man communicates with her on. What is that language? Because there is some language that he adores her, obviously, and you brought that up for her. Just to, for her to find it herself in the book.
That's exactly what I said to her, like just like notice the patterns of his communication, notice what he's really saying and where did that come from, what his beliefs or views of the world is, and notice how that connects to your heart, right? And then of course I recommended the book, The How to Talk to Men, and she like right away she's like, oh my god, I have to have the book. And but she was so grateful. She said, thank you so much for saying that, because that's exactly how I feel, that I shouldn't change my ways, that I should just be how I am, because that's who I am. Why should I change myself just because this man appeared in my life? Although that's what she really wants, So it's interesting. And also another thing I noticed is how we sometimes, when something really, really good comes to us and it happens to us, and it's like she even told me it's like a situation where it felt so good, he made her feel so good, that she was, when she was going home, she was like crying and sobbing out of just appreciation, and just like, is this for real, and then it's like there's another thought that wants to sabotage the what just happened, because you can't believe that it's happening to you, but how to stay in appreciation and gratitude in that moment and say, yeah, that's for me. I requested this. I wanted this, and here it is. Thank you. Very good.
Wow.
Yeah. What about you, Giselle? Any comments?
Yes, actually, I agree with what Alia you said, and also for right away it came to my mind. I said, did she talk to someone about him? It's like it's not her thought, like somebody put her in her head, or it was before, or even right now. So first, and second, I really now see how it's important to create that my school, beauty and modeling business school, where we can show that's what is the man looking for, because for wealthy men they don't really pay attention like do you have money or not. It's just because it's you, what you can do with that, or what you can bring to this man, because they already have money. Like you said, really, I love it. Like you said to her like, oh hey, because of you, how you're acting with him, like sarcastic, whatever, like whatever he feels with you, if he keep asking her out or inviting, that mean he likes her. So it's now she's thinking something else is, but she will understand. And especially she said, I want that. So she got it, and now she doesn't know what to do. So that's why she needs some coaching, Paulina.
I know. That was the first coaching that I gave her. And also I mentioned to her that I said, now this whole thing is happening with you. It's very important that you don't share with anyone. You don't share, with like girlfriends. There's a lot of views out there, and there's a lot of agreements between women to keep each other, you know, poor and
Oh yeah.
and lonely, right? So very important. And she said, oh, thank you so much for reminding me this. You're so right. Yes, I remember that, but then sometimes I forget. So this was really good. I said, don't share anything that's working, don't share anything that's not working.
Exactly.
Keep it to yourself, notice things, stay aware, enjoy the partnership, enjoy being with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just remember when I used to be in America, and one of the very successful directors, she say, if people ask you how is it going, just say it's unbelievable. No, how she said, it's undescribable. So it doesn't matter. It's undescribable bad or it's undescribable good. So they can get and they can create their own story. So you're answering without answering. That's a little recommendation.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing. And we'll see everybody next time. If anyone is interested in learning how to talk to men or finding your pathways to his heart, please reach out to us, or you can get the book on sageuniversity.com. It's called How to Talk to Men, the Geisha and the Gorilla by Mia Sage. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.